hop into their game. Yeah, they already started the game, so let's go. Morlezan, MrMerlin, coming strong, Central Asia for the round 2. And here we are, guys. Here we go. It's an interesting match here. We have, let me actually quickly, oops. I know it's annoying, but we gotta do it. Gotta enable that thing. I wonder if that is, if you guys don't like to see the cursor. I can always hide the cursor. Something I always wonder if you'd be better without the cursor. But anyway, guys, here we go. China, Morlezan coming strong for Papi. Honcho right here. So let's see. Fucking niggas. How about that? Disciple. I don't think you can rename it disciples, but fuck niggas goes there. The Chinese monk, and we hit the wizard for MrMerlin. So playing Sweden. I mean, Sweden, dude. Damn, man, the Sweden is so bad right now. I don't know how MrMerlin is gonna be able to pull this off. He's gonna have to pull literally the rabbit out of the hat. This map is quite interesting. It has a coin mine here, so you got another coin mine there. So definitely choose safe mines here. You can say that this could be safe as well, but there's also, this is auto mines. I think they have a slower gather rate, if I'm not mistaken. Probably the Torps also have a slower gather rate, but you do have that, but that's 1,000 resources, right? So this is a lot of resources, but very slow gather rate. But where you have a 5,000 coin right next to your base, which is pretty good. You also might be able to get this one, which is another 5,000 coin. So I think probably why that he chose to play Sweden, because of the high content mines, and he probably can defend this. It's very close to his base with some pressure. But the only problem is that I think for this matchup itself, just China probably would be favored, I would say, on the Civs alone, but he's also gonna take on their strategy and everything. But let's see. So let's have a look into Morlezan's deck. So here we go. This is Morlezan's deck. So actually it's going for another 70 wood treasure here. So T export, nothing out or ordinary there. So the ship dock, that's interesting. So you're also going for that. Actually his F banner school, I always said it was a good card. It doesn't like it. I like that card when you're doing with the Summer Palace, depending on the people say there's better things to send, but yeah, I think it's okay card with the Summer Palace. Plus you can create stuff 20% faster for your army, which means you can sort of, you don't have to have multiple barracks. It just saves a little bit on wood there. But probably don't want to send this very early. Standard H3 decks there. Biang army. So 8 step riders and 8 Keshiks in upgrades both units. So that's a very good card. I actually didn't know that. I mean, the Keshik maybe is not great, but it upgrades the Keshiki, and that's what you're gonna have problems with China is against Cav. And if you manage to get either, if you can't send much, but you can send an upgraded Keshik and a couple of step riders to tank, I mean that's reasonable, very good card. You can actually say that's better than Chengdao. I actually like that card a lot. Hey, Pugo, Mr. Pugo goes in the chat. Welcome guys. So MrMerlin here. So let's have a look at his deck. So aging up with the Governor. So you got 3 views, double wood crates there, H2, very standard. Nothing out of the ordinary. Maybe the refrigeration is a thing. 5 hus, but everything else just normal. 40 foot treasure here for the Fukunigas. And aging up with the Summer Palace, sending the minions, trying to contest Chinese monk, but the Chinese monk is gonna be on his ass, and I think he might lose the Explorer if he's not careful. Disciple should be blocking the path the wizard, but he decides to go for some exploration purposes. But let's see what Morlezan is thinking. He's already on water. He has shipped tea export back onto the East Indian dock, making boats plus the TP. Water opening also with the consulate, so a very economic start for Morlezan. I mean, I really like what Morlezan is doing here. I think he shows that he's really prepared for this, and he now is switching consulates here and in relations for whatever he had there, which I expected was France because he's sending wood crates. So he's probably going to switch to something else. But now finally using the disciple here, and Buknikazum I think is going to be able to get the wizard. So we're getting into the tarp here for MrMerlin onto those gold mines. A very defensive governor outpost between mines, really hard to contest. That outpost there is in an optimal location. I mean, defense wise, that is hard to take down, bro. Only if you come with Falconet, so you have to clear everything first before you actually reach that, and you're in the risk of a Minuteman. I mean, outstanding position for that tower. Oh, that Niggas goes down. Now we got a forward base here for the War Academy. That's gonna be built, constructed by Morlezan, but he doesn't realize that actually MrMerlin is already on there. He just lost his explorer, but he's gonna go anyway, and he's gonna lose a couple of villages. So this is very good for MrMerlin, I'm not gonna lie. A silly mistake like this. You just lost your explorer there, so he didn't react to that, unfortunately. So that's gonna give MrMerlin a little bit of a head start. So there you go. The War Academy is being built on the back. But don't fear yourself. Morlezan is in a good economy as well. He's also on water. That's gonna help him quite a lot. I think MrMerlin will be able to spot the water though. He's going for the TP, but he's gonna see the dock on the process. There we go. So I wonder how it's gonna react to this information. So he's gonna go for the dock, which is reasonable. He also sent 700 wood. He's already on 10 Carolians there, so he's gonna stick with Carolians. So Morlezan probably has to go with the Chakunu. So let's see. So sending some hunting eagles. We got the Chakunu on the field. So this is good for Morlezan, so that one Carolian goes down. We also got some... Okay, now he needs to really conserve his step riders. Maybe sure he's snaring, but they has to go. He has to go now. The dock just falls now. He's trying to use the Cav to snare, which is fair. Well, he managed to put 6 boats out. I think that pays off in the long run. Like, these guys are collecting 67 per wood. That was a shipment plus a very little investment in wood. You know, 3-4 minutes from now, this probably already is paying off itself as we speak. But yeah, so maybe you're gonna have some response from MrMerlin at some point on the water. Maybe not. But Morlezan is starting to get a Chokunu mass here. We do have some of the Kishikis of the pikes and a 14 Chokunu impressive amount here for MrMerlin. MrMerlin has to add some Cav here at some point. I think that's what it's gonna really switch the tides. I think if you just stick with, but he's going to H3. I mean, I see MrMerlin quite often. He tends to play on the H3 side of things, which is very reasonable. It's not really so you're only going for 700 wood. You also for ironworks and age up on top of that, so that's not a bad thing. So now Morlezan going for the outpost in the middle of his base, decides to leave. He has to leave. This is a bad fight for him. It's very risky to be right here. Decides to take the exit. I think Morlezan, let's see what Morlezan is up to. He's not even, he's getting closer to the age up. I think he needs to age up with the Confusion Academy, right, guys? He needs an army here. He needs an army. If he goes for the factory, I think that's going to be too slow. Okay, he got the resources. Waging up with the Confusion Academy, very good choice. And I wonder how he's gonna transition from this. He also getting some flying crows. Is that because of the Confusion Academy that just adds it up? Probably it is the case. It's just losing the War Academy. He just changed the tide so much for Morlezan. And you're gonna have to play from behind now. We do have a trading post that might aid him on this process, but he's gonna have to be able to deal with those 2 falconets and a bunch of musketeers, probably veteran musketeers by now. There we go, veteran musketeers. So you do have a mass of 21 musketeers here against a camp of Choconu, so he can't just. So what's gonna really come to the problem here is like, don't lose villagers, poke on those Carolinas from distance, and don't lose your pike. And because if it goes a cav switch at some point, that's gonna really hurt Morlezan. Yeah, you just have to poke. That's try to divert the siege damage from the falconets without losing those units. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of staggered mode that does help the process. There we go, Morlezan. That's more like it. You gotta delay the siege as much as you can, right? You can't just go crazy, or you're gonna get the pop now of the. I think you're gonna need to send the 5 meteor hammers to deal with that, or even maybe if you wanna go with the 7 mortars, which I don't think is a good thing, or maybe send this village inside the town center and start sniping the falconet as soon as you can. We're gonna lose 1 villager goes down, 3 villagers, 4 villagers goes down. 5 villages goes down. That's huge for MrMerlin, and now he's becoming the lead becomes more and more distance here. MrMerlin just taking a massive lead now against Morlezan. Morlezan is really hurting. He doesn't have anything to deal with this, and he's sending the Keshik card and the Steppe Riders instead of the Meteor Hammers. It's a peculiar choice, and then at the minute that these 10 musketeers connect, it's going to become almost impossible to take the falconet, so he has to react. And also he's now taking the gold mine in the middle of the map. This is just going to be a massive lead. He needs to take this fight somehow. He needs to start poking with the arquebusiers, but he's keep on losing units for the falconet. He doesn't know how to deal with this. I wonder if he had to send the. There we go. The Keshik might be able to snipe from distance, and the cav is gonna melt, and he's gonna have to snipe the falconet from distance. I think he's gonna be able to do this, but what at cost? At what cost is gonna be able to do this? His mass of Choconu and arquebusiers are going down. The Keshik actually managed to take down the falconet, but now we have more musketeers coming to the field, and that's a mass of 32 right into the front line. The Keshik might go down here. We are hurting big time here in China. MrMerlin taking a very strong push here against Morlezan. I think he might take this game. I don't know how he can come back from this, but it's China. If you give enough room for China might come back. I've seen MrMerlin flex a couple times where he just goes to his base, goes H4, does his thing. And it might not be the best and wisest choice against China to flex a little bit, so he might be careful about that. So let's see what he goes up to. So he's sending I saw that he's making some falcons and sending now blueberries. So blueberry is just gonna improve his economy. All the berries are about to die. We see some berries here, only about 60 food. Some of the probably those initial torps are already without food, so very good timing. We are almost full pop. I mean, economy here for MrMerlin is booming. At this point, I would feel very comfortable with Sweden. Once you reach H3 with a considerable mass in a good economy, it becomes really much more comfortable with Sweden. You're now doing, when the food income comes, it's just gonna be crazy. I would like to see some hussars. I think he wants to do Musk Falk, but the hussars will just finish the deal 100%. They don't need more musketeers. You already had 34 musketeers. I think it's unnecessary. You really need here is the cav, but I understand they are upgraded. We do have sent snap lock. We also sent platoon fire. So yeah, he's in a good position, not gonna lie. He's gonna be able to deal with the meteor hammers now as well. So I think the only way he's gonna be able to do that with the Morlezan to deal with that's gonna be the flying arrow, and possibly if he done some hand motors. But no, yeah, he's gonna have to poke this with the distance. He's putting the Chengdao and blocking the way. I think he just might to put the Chengdao away, or maybe on the flank. But now 3 falconets for him to deal with. He's on the 27 villagers against 32 villagers from Sweden, so you don't want to ever be behind Sweden in villager count, especially because you started water. This is really over for Morlezan, because China does villages way more fast than Sweden does. I don't know if he idled the town center for very long. But there you go. For Flying Crow, maybe able to do single shot these guys, but you don't forget, Carolians have a charged attack. What this Flying Crow really should be here, right? Now he's going to the open where MrMerlin can easily scout that. So there we go. You're gonna take one, but he's gonna lose a lot here. So the town center is focusing that one, right? I cannot really see it. Wait a sec, is Mr. No, I thought MrMerlin was AJ behind, so that's the house upgrade. There we go, got some house there. Yeah, that's pretty much over. I think at this point, the hand mortars are coming, but I don't think he can deal with this. He needs to poke at this as much as he can, and Morlezan calls it a game. Morlezan really needs the win now. That's his time. That's his window. So let's go. Let's hop into the game, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another cassette series. We have the second series between the second match, let's say, on the same series. So Morlezan now losing the first game here for MrMerlin. So losing China against Sweden. Now we have Haudnosaunee going to the water gameplay here. A very good strategy, because you do, and we start with the Travoy, and you do have a big sea here. So Morlezan attempt water gameplay round 2. So let's see here. Moleheim, the daddy ass clapper, and also you already got a bandit blow gunner. These guys are pretty decent. They have 30 damage, 179 HP, but they can be crack shot, but it's still very good unit. I really like this unit onto this map. I was really hoping that someone would do the native gameplay. We haven't seen them in action, but dude, these guys, they burn musketeers, and it's just a good unit all around. Anyway, that's the introduction for Moleheim. MrMerlin here playing Ottomans. Ottomans is just such a round-up sieve. We got the Alzar Fazil, and we have the market open in TP house for, I mean, market we already have for the map, so I apologize for that. So but yeah, we do have the mosque TP house opening. So I wonder how it's going to be his deck. So a very focused on the H2 deck. We do have the 2 galleys that Morlezan needs to be really careful about this. It also has 700 food, which is a very odd card, because normally food is less worth than other resources. But if you intend to stay in H2 for longer, then it could be very worth. And if you do stay in H2 only, then 300 would even... you always have something to send in case you never get stuck and you have nothing else to send. So it's an anti-water. Stay in H2 as much as I can. Maybe do some ASAPs with the wood. That kind of logic. But you also can go into an H3. You have a lot of crates that allows you to pay H2. Since have 600 coins, still age up on top of that. You can still send all of the food and the wood and do as zaps as you like. And you'll be able to hand the Haudnosaunee. Cav with the ASAPs, maybe. ASAPs, ABAs, ASAPs. Or you can even do ABAs, Janissaries, Delhi opening. And, yeah, man, there's loads of things you can do there. But instead, he goes for FF and going with the Quartermaster. We do send. I don't know. I can't see what he sent, so... Let's see what Morlezan is up to. Morlezan, we are on the 3 fishing boats, so not overdoing on water. That's a very good number right there. We are... Sorry, did I say H3? That's H2, guys. I apologize. I'm ahead on time. God damn. Yeah, that's the quartermaster. Sorry, I apologize. I'm already ahead in the thought there. But that is Clapper actually collecting the ship, going for a walk in the park. There we go.
Evet.
Okay, so let's see. Morlezan should be going up in age now with the 18 villagers. So 3 boats, 15 villagers age up. Age up with the chief. I think the chief is just give you the resources, right, guys? If you need a... So Morlezan have the war canoes as well, so he can sort of deal with the caravels. So I wonder how that fight's gonna go. So now we have transitioning into wood here. So yeah, you want to keep about 9 villagers. That's what I've been taught to do. But he's just going a little bit over, which is completely fine. We normally when you age up, you tend to have more need of wood anyway. So you can drop things, right? You might have to drop a barracks. You gotta really think ahead of this. And you might need houses as well because they're likely more expensive. So it's really fine to overguard the wood during transition. In any sieve, I would say it's always very cool to do that. But in the early water to the night attempt to deny water early, we send the 2 galleys out of the bat. So that's the very thoughtful strategy here for MrMerlin. Now we already get to get 1 ship here. Now this should give Morlezan some flags and instantly build a war canoe. Now he can put that in the dock. He knows the caravels are there, so he doesn't have to lose a single boat here because he knows it's there. So that's going to be a mistake. He loses a boat, loses the second boat, loses the third boat. He's taking damage here. 4th boat, I mean, he didn't have to lose a single one. I thought that was very clever that he sent a boat forward so he could scout for potential water gameplay. But I think he missed that as well. And now he doesn't have many boats inside to actually do damage enough for this boat. It's very unfortunate. He's gonna lose the dock, he's gonna lose the boats. I think he should just give up on water altogether at this point. But there we go, the war canoes are here. These guys, they are able to shoot in front, where the galleys they only shoot broadside. So there we go. So maybe he needs to micro this somehow. But we get also the coin upgrade full dressing here. So he's actually on the broadside. He's gonna actually lose the canoe for no reason. He needs to micro this. I mean, he was talking about this yesterday, how he can actually micro the canoes, and as other galleys they will struggle. And now he can go back to actually fish with this galley. So completely denying water for Morlezan. That's gonna really hurt Morlezan here. I think he could have done a little bit better. I think he should have sent the 2 war canoes and make war canoes and not lose a single boat there. He would have been able to defend this because the damage from the canoe that was coming out from here, plus the dock shooting with like 5-6 boats onto this galleys would really hurt the ships, right? That's a very unfortunate turn of events for Morlezan. He really needs to win. He really needs to step up, and he's being completely been denied by that. So sending on a bandit blow gunner. Jesus, I can't speak. So a little bit of scouting for Morlezan here. I like what he's going for. You'll be able to spot here the ASAPs. So you definitely don't want to really go for... I mean, ASAPs, Abels is a very hard composition to deal with. You can't send Cav. You can't do only skirms. So this is going to be a nightmare to be dealt with. And we're sending also more coin. So after the 5 views... So a good economy behind after the galleys. He probably went 5 views, 700 wood. Now he's going for 700 coin. Then he's going to be able to spawn more Abas, and that's going to really seal the deal. Also, you can send the seal unit shipments that he hasn't done so far. So there we go. Now it's time to push. What Morlezan is going to age 3. He's aging up. So you are going to pay from behind here. We might lose the market. We cannot lose a single village at this time because we are already behind. We already lost so much economy on the water. And also, these guys are also now working in fishing. So that does increase Ottoman's economy, and his lead becomes bigger at the point that it might be a really big problem for Morlezan. So defending. So not losing us. I don't think he lost a villager there. Did he? I don't think he did. So there we go. So I want to see. So there you go. You're getting more Abas now. So you have 10 Abas now. Managed to revive his explorer. Abas coming to the field. That's gonna be a problem. Big Bram boy in the chat. How's it going, guys? And Bram as well. Lost a villager there. So I just lost. He's on cap on 25 views. Let's see if he's gonna really notice that. And he's gonna lose more villagers. He's not careful. Managed to put someone in the war hut, but someone's gonna go down. We have 3 more villagers. 1 villager goes down. 2 villagers goes down. So managed to survive. Now going for the war hut. We have nobody inside the town center. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. We do have 10 villagers inside the war hut. We just have to put them inside the town center right now. We do have, oh my god, the villagers. He's gonna lose so many villagers. He's trying to run away. That was a good thing, run away. But no, he's come back to the town center. I don't know anymore. This is looking great for Morlezan. MrMerlin coming strong. We have very strong composition to be dealt with in H2. Azaps like pike. It's like a superior bow pike. Think it this way, way superior, right? But there we go. A nice volley here of forest brawlers for Morlezan. That's exactly what he needed to kite these units. He can be able to kill all the pikes, forcing MrMerlin to go away. But I think MrMerlin is also aging up, so he doesn't need to really engage here. That was something going on here, but nothing major. So giving a little bit of breathing room for Morlezan, but he also capped on population, so he hasn't sent the church upgrade yet, so he's still capped on 25, and he hasn't realized that for a while, so I don't know how long he's gonna keep on 25 views. I think he's spamming that, if I can hear some being spammed, and I think that's it, if he's noticed. Maybe not. He's actually decided to go water, so yeah, as long as he's making boats, you can say that the damage of not having views could be counterbalanced, but whatever effect that he was having of having boats, that is paying for things that he was having for free anyway. So now he's not making views, so it's kind of counteracting against that to him. So let's see what. So now we have an age up. We are sending 1,000 wood, so you're gonna be able to make multiple town centers. We still want 25 views. There we go. I'm gonna keep a little bit of vision on MrMerlin, because it's just like he's not making Europe for a long time. So I want to see Morlezan, but Morlezan it's hurt. Morlezan is hurt. He's really limping here. We send in crates because we are on 14 villagers. We lost our water economy. We lost a bunch of villagers on the engagements. Sometimes, you know, like if you are being pressured, before the pressure comes to your base, send 5 vills away. Put them to work outside your base. So you can have like you could have having all this Turkey all this time, right? Yeah, you're gonna still be susceptible for raids, but keep around your base about 10 villagers. I mean, if you listen to this Morlezan later, keep around like 10, 12 villagers. You send them to our base, and then you can put 10 villagers there, and then you pop 2 to the other side. You know, like pretend that you have a bunch of villagers here. When you only have like 11, 12, and then all the rest of your villages outside your base, and then you'll be able to still gather resources, defend the push very well, and that would be really, really helpful. Unfortunately, we lost like, I don't know, 5, 6 villagers. We lost all the water control. But now probably we're going with multiple town centers. We're still on 25 villages. He doesn't realize that, but he's going for a water. Yeah, he's definitely forgot about that. He completely forgot about the church. And there we go. Let's see what's gonna come up with. Forest Brawlers managed to get the Explorer. We do have 8 Abas here and a couple of Azaps. But we're starting to get a good economy here on water. We are constantly producing. There we go. Finally got Urux coming out of town centers now. We're building a wall here, so trying to avoid some raids. Fair enough. A little bit of idling time. We do have some. I think we're missing these raids from Morlezan. I don't know if I have seen this. I think this is probably a reaction to Morlezan raids, and we're getting like Bashi Bozuk, which is a Minuteman here for MrMerlin. A little bit overreaction here for this, but I think he's chilling. I think he got the water control now against with very strong Abas. He's in H3 as well. Now shipping the Falcons, we're gonna have the same problem with Morlezan. We need to send the musket riders. I wonder. He's making okay. We got five musket riders, a couple of forest prowlers. We need to poke, yeah, we need to poke, but that's a very scary mass of Abas now. The minute that this thing becomes bigger and bigger, it's gonna be a problem. So the Kenyan Horseman is coming back. There we go. The Minuteman is dead already, so doesn't have to worry about that. There we go. I think this guy have more range, right? They have 20 range against 19 range. So yeah, definitely need to scout this. Musket riders to the work. They have to get the Falcon. It's very out of place. But come on, Morlezan, you gotta react to this very, very fast. You can't really take a volley of this. The musket rider should have gone forward, but then you also have the Abas. Is a problem. He's going the musket rider just forward. He's going for it. It's a bit too greedy and just like, I mean, this is all in for him because he's really giving up all the musket riders for a single falconet. Now Ispahi here just seals the deal. He doesn't have food though. He's over invested on water. He's sending age 1 upgrade. That's a very bad card. It's 20 HP, but this one gives you 15 HP, 15 HP and 15 damage. So I think Top Solar is a superior card than Chabechi, but you might it has more HP than the other one, so I understand why people might go for HP, but it doesn't really matter at that point. Oh, the Falconet's gonna have a nice volley there, bowling ball, and we got some more musket riders. It's gonna be really hard for Morlezan to deal with this. I think he's already struggling, you can tell. Now we got veteran and Zaps also in the field. I think he sent the musket riders. I think he's struggling against to deal with the Falconet, but there you go. I think he's gonna be able to take that down, but he's gonna lose all of the musket riders. You need to have distractions at both sides. You know, you come with the forest prowlers one side and you come with the forest prowlers in the other side, so you don't lose your. So you put pressure on both ends, right? So they have to react at two things at once. But now we have more Falcons coming in. That's gonna seal the deal for Morlezan. I don't think he's gonna be able to handle this. I mean, I think MrMerlin is a very musketeer or maybe like a artillery gameplay kind of player, just like I think Crispy does plays very similar ways to MrMerlin. And there we go. We take the win. I think MrMerlin is just slightly ahead in the game plan. Managed to have a little bit better reaction time into the water, into the plan with the Azap's. Azap's Abas is good. It's just really hard to deal with.